they're damn near the same. It's just Carl Anthony Towns is just a little bit taller.
You don't think Towns brings more?
I think Towns does bring more to your team because he's more versatile than Julius Randle. You could definitely say that he's able to move to the 4 and 5, and you're not too concerned with height or defense as much as when you put Julius at the 5. Now you feel like your team is a little smaller. So in that sense, Towns can be seen as bringing more to your team. I just don't think it's apples to oranges like Sean is saying, in my opinion.
Sure, sure. What about from a Minnesota perspective? I mean, I feel like we've been
Yeah,
talking a lot from the Knicks perspective. What
yeah.
about from a Minnesota
In
perspective?
my
Do they get
opinion,
better? Are they going back to the Western Conference Finals?
yeah, I don't think they get back to the Western Conference Finals. I think that Towns was like they built up a lot of chemistry with Towns and Edwards,
Right.
and now it's gonna be a little different with Julius. Maybe if they could get the chemistry right, it could be cool. But honestly, from watching Julius with the Knicks, he can be a selfish player at times,
Right.
and Anthony Edwards is
The
a alpha
dog.
male. He wants to have the ball, so Julius
They
might
already
not.
gave, but they gave Anthony Edwards a team. That is his team.
That is
100%.
definitely team. That is definitely his team. I'm pretty sure Julius understands that. However, Julius has shown in the past that his ego could get in the way sometimes on the court, and we'll see how that chemistry goes in Minnesota. Do I think they have enough to get by teams like the Nuggets and OKC? It's yet to be seen, but they're definitely in the conversation. It's yet to be seen. Let's give them a shot.
I think they still need some. They definitely gonna need some experience. Need to play.
I mean,
Uh,
they gained that experience last season,
uh,
making the playoffs, going all the way to.
but like you said, they just traded one of their guys that been there for so
But
long.
I feel like with Carl Anthony Towns, it's kind of like he was playing out of his position. He was a center. They tried to make the Rudy Gobert Carl Anthony Towns thing work, so they had to force both of them to like play together. And I'm pretty sure there was times where like they had to sit one and play the other one because like depending on whatever the game plan needed, like if they needed more rebounding defense, they keep in town. Like I mean, keeping Gobert if they needed more shooting and like still rebounding, they keep Towns out there. So now Randall plays his natural position and Town plays his natural position. Like Julius Randle's not gonna play the center position at all.
Yeah, that's
But they
what's
got Rudy
debatable
Gobert.
for me. Is Towns really a natural position 4 or 5? I feel like
He's
I
a
like
5.
Towns at the 4. He could
Because he
bring a
could
lot
shoot
at the
more.
4.
I think because he could shoot more, but
But
he's still a 7 footer.
Defense,
Like,
my thing with Towns is defensively at the 5. I don't think that's really a scary center.
I mean,
That
he got long ass arms.
he does have long arms, but he's not much of a shot blocker. There's a reason why Minnesota bring in Rudy Gobert to the
play
Minnesota
defense,
Timberwolves
yeah.
Embiid is
because
gonna cook
Towns
him.
is not much of a shot blocker, and exactly that's my concern.
Who's gonna
Do
Embiid.
it does again
He's gonna
Mitchell
cook him.
Robinson.
Nobody can stop him.
We can't rely on Mitchell Robinson to stay healthy. So with that being said, you have to pretty much rely on Towns guarding guys like Embiid and Jokic, and I don't think that he has the mental toughness or the ability to guard these guys on a consistent basis. So it's just a matter of do you feel like Towns is enough at the 5?